mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
I already know your boy Black Chiat was not finna talk about, was like not finna talk about this. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Honestly, since my last anime video, it's been strictly manga content, strictly Boruto news on the channel. Last video about the anime, ironically, was an update about the anime schedule, about the anime's release, you know what I'm saying? Along those lines. But now we have some more solidified and some stamped news. Again, I already shouted out this person before in previous, you know what I'm saying, Boruto spoiler videos. Shout out to How3, you know what I'm saying? Also does their own art, which is pretty good. Check out their Twitter if you ever get a chance to. But a few days ago, it started stemming on the timeline. Now, as for, is this great news? Is this bad news? Terrible? Okay. It depends on how you take it, but it also depends on what perspective and aspect of the business you're looking at, because regardless of the motherfuckers who want to hop in, here goes the business savvy motherfuckers thinking they know everything about it's not that, but it's the mere fact that you can't get away from the business savvy things of this regard, and this is a perfect example. Now, we're going to start off with reading the synopsis, reading the things, and then I'm going to let y'all hear my ideas and thoughts. So Altry sent the post. He said basically Studio Pierrot's president has released a new interview which sums up basically his answers throughout the interview. They experimented with new seasonal format like for long running shows like Bleach after seeing how well Demon Slayer performed. And now, you know what I'm saying, other shows on a hiatus as well, including Boruto, will be produced the same way. Long story short, right? This is what the interviewer said. So going into it, I think Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, was a major turning point for the anime industry. It was high quality work that took a lot of time and generous budget to make, and it was a big hit when it aired, which is true, you know what I'm saying, very much true, attracting people from a wide range of groups. I watched it before and after Demon Slayer Kimetsu Yaiba was announced. I really felt that we had to change the way we create things. Furthermore, other studios were releasing high quality works on similar scale. Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War has received a huge response overseas. And when I go to events overseas, I'm treated like a hero. However, all Imperial's employees have changed their mindset and are serious about making this work, i.e. going seasonal and getting the success that Bleach and Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer has garnered. The Crow doesn't choose its master, which has been airing since April, is also a work created in this new style, right? So please pay attention to it, as well as many other series that are currently on hiatus. And that line right there applies to series like Boruto, because this is Boruto's studio and this is Boruto Studio's president. But please look forward to the future of Pierrot, who is taking on the challenge of creating new animation. He goes on to say, I think that is definitely wonderful to create one work for a long time like Pierrot has done up until now. At the same time, big budget and time running costs come with big risks. And we understand the controversial dilemmas that Boruto faced, especially throughout the Cold arc and anime-only arcs, right? However, I wonder if I can compete with works using new methods, using the same method as before. Meaning, if One Piece is the exception to the rule. One Piece, you're not One Piece, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say anything, because at the end of the day, Boruto went 293 episodes straight. Ain't nobody is doing that. Black Clover's running. You know what I'm saying? So shit like Case Closed, Boruto, Pokemon, and even Pokemon's running on the seasonal train now. So I can't even say Pokemon, but shit like Case Closed, Boruto, One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Those things long running. You know what I'm saying? They held it down, but not everything can do what One Piece does and just continuously and even Case Closed, Detective Conan continuously go on. So like them shits over 1,000+ episodes, that's cool, but we're moving past times. That's basically to sum up the nigga interview. We in a new day and age, and motherfuckers need that seasonal shit because they want the works to look the best and the greatest quality, and as opposed to long running shows where we have breaks obviously between the story. Nobody wants to see a random episode of Cho trying to figure out how she got a crush on this actor. Let's just keep it 100, bro. Let's keep it 100. Nobody wants to see that, right? All right. So he says, it will probably bring down the brand. You don't want to lose, which is literally what I just said. Nobody wants to see that. Pierrot and I want to be number one. He said, Studio Pierrot and I want to be number one. With this in mind, the entire company worked together to create a new anime. We're creating Bleach, 1,000 Years, Wars of Blood. Okay, so basically this is the summary of the president from Studio Pierrot. Now, my take on this, because we start to see everybody on the timeline for the last few days. Boruto season anime is back. They're showing screenshots of episode 189. They're showing screenshots of episode 293. If we don't get this animation, we don't want it. There's no excuse to not get this animation. If you're seasonal or if you're long running, you can get the same terrible, shitty ass schedule. If you're seasonal, you can still get that. Meaning, if your anime isn't running until from April all the way until, let's say it runs from April to December, right? You're not working, like, it don't matter. They're gonna probably still give you, all right, they got a fight scene. Let's say, just use the Naruto movie because it's Boruto channel and y'all understand. Naruto movie, for example. Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki, right? If it was a long running anime, essentially, this is the time they're gonna get. Okay, it's a long running anime, meaning it's week by week by week by week by week by week. We're gonna give y'all 3 weeks to work on this fight, and I want everything to look exactly how it looks like, meaning the best quality is. You know what I'm saying? I'm being generous because I don't even know behind the scenes, so I'm gonna say 2 weeks because the way it sounds back there, 2 weeks to complete this fight, and I want it exactly to the T. Even if it was a long running anime, now if it was a seasonal anime, they still probably would have got those 2 weeks to work on it. It's just that now, you know what I'm saying, this is the season that we're working on the fucking anime. Literally. So it's still about the schedule. The schedule is still important. It's still going to be like prominent that the animators get time to properly adapt scenes and to properly bring forth things to life that us readers can connect with. And situations where, you know, previously in the past where Boruto animators are telling the community, like, literally, this is the full thing I drew for the scene, and Studio Pierrot cut out 60% of what I drew and just kept 40%. That's why it looks like that. So it's still possible to run into those type of issues. It's great news that most likely than not, it's not saying yes Boruto. They didn't say yes Boruto, but more likely than not, Boruto will return as a seasonal anime. It's no longer going to be long running. As for how it returns, 12 episode cores, one full 25 episode core, which I would personally prefer a 25 episode core. It's still up in the air, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not taking it as automatically good news, but I like this news. I really like it. It's a matter of how they decide to capitalize on it and how they decide to move forward with the seasonal format and allowing time for the animators to get gritty. Now, when they come back, we finishing off the Code arc and the Omnipotence arc. So we're gonna have to adapt, you know, Code attacking the village, Delta being re-debuted, my baby mom's Delta being re-debuted. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Damon and Ada coming into the village. We have to get the Damon versus Code fight. We have to get a lot. So they can definitely come back with season 1 of Boruto, I guess. Or I'll just say the last season of Boruto part 1, and then boom, the first season of Two Blue Vortex we start getting, or they can come back. Check this out. 25 episodes, right? The first 13 episodes take care of, damn, would they be able to do that though? Let me know. The first 13 episodes take care. Yeah. I say the first 13. Okay, how about this? The first 15 episodes, just to be safe, the first 15 episodes take place from where we see the last part of 293, meaning they get back to the village. Now, Code has to attack the village from the point Code attacking and Ada attacking and Amado having to release Code's limiters all the way up until the point where Amado returns back to the village with Ada and Damon. They get the cohabilitation mission, and then Kawaki completely goes bonkers and Omnipotence happens. So Omnipotence can happen around, I say episode 13, 14, or 15, maybe 15. And then we kick off Two Blue Vortex, probably take a week break, kick off Two Blue Vortex episode 16, and then animate the first volume of Two Blue Vortex, meaning the first 4 chapters, right, from episode 16 all the way up to 25. And you'll say, 4 chapters to adapt? Yes, 4 chapters and all those episodes. Because what? We could get the Sasuke Boruto backstory. Fuck is you niggas talking about? Kashikoji pulling up, Orochimaru pulling up. It's a whole fucking lot. So yeah, we only need to adapt the first volume of Boruto Two Blue Vortex, and we can include that with the Code arc, and that could be season 1 of the Boruto season 8. Come on, talk to a nigga nice. Am I spitting or not, bro? It's your boy Black Chia. Long face, skinny body. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about Boruto anime possible return, but not only that, returning as a seasonal on the seasonal format, and how do y'all think they should go about it upon its return with its animating? You know what I'm saying? I think, bro, the first volume of Two Blue Vortex, and by that time, we already gonna be in probably like volume 4 or 5, you know what I'm saying? Depending on when they come back, hopefully even further along down the line. So we just sitting comfortably. But holla at your boy. I'm holla at y'all, Black Child. Yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limit's too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the waistline. She said